You're
Welcome in. What we doing?
okay.
Damn, Perk. You got all the angles.
I know some. Brand new protect, I ain't never on time. You see me, you're in my mind. Body right, you ain't never lied. Trying to sign on the bottom line.
About to say that's more of a vibe.
I know what you was thinking. I took the roof off, but I ain't barking at you niggas. And then I woke up. I had to bust around for niggas. That shit was too soft. So then we stepped out on niggas. I had some move on. I took the trip on Mars on niggas. I took a trip, yeah. She wanna dip, yeah. Water trench, vanilla cone chocolate dip. It was lit, hey. It happened quick. Now we snitched. I had to kiss his
Uncle be up or no?
They don't know. You said what?
I said, is Uncle be here?
Nah, he said he wasn't waking up at 8 o'clock to talk.
I respect it.
It's like, yeah, I understand. Can't get mad at you.
Good thing we not doing it at 8. We're doing it at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
With that bright ass face.
This is my light in my room. My fucking head hurt.
Use some CBD. We have some soothing serum roll on that but do you wonder if you rub it on your temples, you know what I mean? It's like a roll on type of thing.
Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on. What? Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on. What?
What song is that?
Get your roll on.
By who?
You better not say so. Let them sing it afterwards. I think it's Lil Jon.
Or was it? It crossed my mind, but then again, I figured it's not one of them songs. If he was singing, okay, maybe. But no, I'm gonna let you have that. I honestly was just like, why is this nigga singing this? Let's see.
You don't know about this, bro.
So this is what you want. They just wanted the vibe. They still waking up. That's how I know you a musician.
I'm trying to get my energy up a little bit. It's by the big timers. It's the hot boys. My speaker keep down. Get your roll on. I just need to get that part.
Hell no.
Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your motherfucking roll on. What? All right, bro. Let's get on it, bro. What's the goddamn? Welcome to the podcast, man. It's your one and only, your man, the God, the living legend himself. Next time, I'm here back at it in full effect, and this is my co-host, the one and only
Man who flew too close to the sun but came back because man's not hot. I'm still developing the title, man.
Okay, bro. You know what?
I'm still developing the title.
I'm not even gonna talk about it no more. Bro.
That's the type of name that make you roll up. Like, he's on one, guys. Let's make sure he's on the pineapple juice.
The man who flew too close to the sun and then turned around and came back because man is not hot. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's not even that hot. I still have my jacket on. Shout out to Big Shaq, man. That's something we could talk about. Giving niggas credit. how, as an artist, bro, how far do you have to go? Do you feel like you have to go to give another artist credit?
Credit for what?
Depends. Like how I just referenced "Man's Not Hot." Do I got to shout out Big Shaq every time I say "Man's Not Hot" or reference
No,
not being hot?
and not in music. In music, that's the fun part. It's like when you make a reference to something and then that person may not know and then they gotta go do that research. It's like the first time I heard somebody say raw raw like a Dungeon Dragon was Nicki Minaj.
But
But
you later found out that that was from Busta.
exactly. You get what I'm saying?
But
And
does Nicki deserve like does like should Nicki like give Busta like rights to that? Like should Nicki show some type of shout out because that style that rah like a Dungeon Dragon that was a really
she
big
put him on
moment
the
in her
remix.
career.
She put him on the remix, but when the
Okay,
original
okay.
version dropped, she didn't like say, "Oh, thank you, Busta," this, that, and the
But she
third. Like,
put him on the remix though.
yeah, but that's like, I
It
mean,
it's smart. It's smart, but also, I mean, that obviously paying homage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
how far do you go? Is it up to the artist?
for sure. It's
If you
all
know
on the
you,
artist
if you
discretion.
know you directly got inspired or like use a phrase or a bar you got from somebody, how far are you willing to go to get the credit? I mean, of course,
Me,
I'm sure you would love a Busta Rhymes feature. You know, what I'm saying remix. So, but it just in general.
it's just so whack to steal a nigga shit in hip hop that paying homage to a nigga shit that you stole was out of character. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially this generation. I give you that. I
Yeah.
definitely give you that.
So when you like, how do I give credit to somebody? I'm like, did I say their name in the track? That's as much credit as they're gonna get. Unless it's legal, and then I gotta put their name at the bottom of the record, then that's different.
I mean, I guess it all just depends, bro. When this shit just all get weird monetization wise. But I think it's something interesting for most artists to talk about. You feel me? I don't always want to make your podcast, our podcast, the podcast about this artist shit. You know what I'm saying? But that be weighing heavy on my mind. We end up talking a lot
Yeah.
about music because I consider this, you know what I'm saying, you the host. So when I think of you, I think of music. I think of like artistry. I just think of creative shit. You feel me? We don't even like, I don't know how much you want to discuss like anything else more personal about your life, like whether you want to talk about school and shit or I don't know where are the lines with this podcast. When did you first realize, okay, I need a podcast?
When I always had opinions on shit that was going on every day. But instead of just putting my opinions around just my friends, I'm gonna say them so the world can hear them. And if you don't like them, you can kiss my ass.
Do you feel like a podcast is just another creative outlet for you?
For sure. Like I was talking to my girl about this last night, and she was like, "Can Ro Timmy sing at our wedding?"
And
Cause
who?
Ro Timmy.
Who is that?
Okay, anyway, you ever seen Power?
Sure.
He's one of the niggas on Power, but he's
Okay.
also a really like famous R&B singer.
Okay.
He
That's what's
got
up.
he got some hits, bro. Like you don't realize they wrote Timmy hits, but they hits. Anywho, she said she want to wrote Timmy because that's just somebody our age. You know what I'm saying? We can't get Earth, Wind, and Fire. They might, what I'm saying, by the time we get married, they may
Yeah,
not be singing.
that'd be some shit you'll want to. Are you
So
crazy? Earth, Wind, and Fire at the wedding, nigga? Come
yeah.
on. Yeah.
No, but exactly. We're getting that. We haven't gotten there yet. So I'm like, I don't care. I was like, but if some old nigga want to come sing at our wedding for free, babe, we not gonna turn that down. And she was like, huh? And I was
Right.
like, if R. Kelly gets out of jail and was like, yo, next time, can I come sing at your wedding? I'm letting R. Kelly sing at my wedding.
You're
And she's
foul.
like, you must not be marrying me.
Oh God, you are foul. You know niggas ain't with that. You know niggas ain't with the kills,
What is
man.
wrong with letting R. Kelly sing at your wedding, y'all? What
What
is
is
y'all
wrong with
talking
letting what is wrong with letting R. Kelly out of jail? How about that?
about?
What do you mean get out?
Let's start
Jordan.
there.
This ain't no Jordan Peele movie. This ain't no documentary. This ain't the case of the cold case
You gotta
file.
get out first. You gotta get out first.
Yeah, we'll let him handle that. I think he has a couple other things standing in front of that.
Okay, all right, bet. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, that's like
Nah,
telling
I'm
Bill
just saying.
Cosby. That's like telling Bill Cosby he can't come do jokes.
That's
Like,
different. That's different.
how is it different?
Bill Cosby, to me personally, and you can say what you want, Brad, he didn't do anything I wouldn't say illegal, but he didn't do anything non-consensual.
If you say
I
so,
don't think so.
you gotta watch the documentary, bro. These women said it was non-consensual.
I bet they did. I bet all of them did. All them old ass, crusty ass white women that are 70, 80 years old. They just now all together at one time. Boom. After this nigga tried to buy NBC, bro.
No, this
Come
is
on,
what
bro.
you gotta watch the documentary. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What did the
He's
documentary say?
every year since he's been famous, there has been a woman who has reported Bill Cosby of sexual assault. Facts.
Every year.
Every other year, every 5 years, every 6 years.
So
But
what changed now?
since 1950 something, 1960, either it was reported to a boss, it was reported to this person, or even it was turned into the police, but they may not have enough evidence or whatever to get Cosby, or like he got caught up before.
That's what I'm saying. If people are reporting it, what are they reporting? Who are they just telling a friend? Like what are they reporting? If this nigga is just not going to jail, that's what's the difference? What's the difference
Let's be
between
like
now
this.
and then?
Depending on where the sexual assault lies, there are rules and obligations based off who you tell. So like at the school I work at, if you tell me somebody so sexually harassed you or sexually assault you in some type of way, I have to report it to the campus police. I am contractually obligated to do that. But if you tell this person who's in a guidance office or some type of office at our school, that person doesn't have to report it to the police. You can tell them exactly what happened, detail for detail, and then they'll ask you, what do you want to do?
So were any of these women in school?
No, what I'm saying is these women are in a professional field. So when they're in this professional field and they report it to a director or a friend or somebody else who's higher up, a CEO, an executive, something like that, that person is not obligated to report it to the police. That person is obligated to report it to their company and do some type of paperwork and then go to Bill Cosby and say, hey, what's his face is snitching on your ass. Quit messing with her.
So it's the directors and people that came out, or these are still
Yes.
the women coming. So the directors came out against Bill Cosby.
Yes, there are a lot of people. It was not just the women in the documentary. It was people who worked on the set, people who, it was one dude who was like, I know a girl who was a real close friend of mine. And then when all these allegations came out, I called her, asked her if this is true. And then she literally broke down on the phone crying and said, yes, he did it to me too. That woman to this day still hasn't came forward and told on Bill Cosby. But the guy who was vouching for her said, he was like, and if she said it, I'll take her word over everything. And she's still in the industry and prominent and moving around to this day. That's what the guy said. Now,
So
we can only take it for
they all confirmed that. What did they all say? They all just said the same thing. What did he actually do?
he has the same MO. He gets with you, he thinks you're pretty, and then he brings you a drink. In that drink is some type of roofie or a drug. He's been talking about it since his first like stand-up special. He's been talking about this drug that knocks women out. He even talked about it in his book that he wrote when he was like 60 or 50 years old, called like the magic juice. And whenever she sips it, she'll be willing to get loose or do whatever with you. Like that was his joke. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta watch the documentary, bro. It's really wild. Like he been talking about, and then there's even an episode of Bill Cosby's show where he's cooking barbecue, and everybody's eating the barbecue, and he says, "You ever notice how when everybody eats my barbecue, they start getting all lovey-dovey and touchy. It's because I got something in that sauce. Like he's saying it like that on the Cosby Show, and like it goes right over our head. And then Rudy, his youngest daughter, she had the little boy that was her love interest. He was eating the barbecue ribs like, Mr. Cosby, these ribs so good. He grabbed the rib out his hand and then wiped his face and said, "You can handle it," and then went inside.
Okay.
Like, it's not like it's not as fresh and new and out of left field as we think. That's what I've learned. Because I was with you too. I was like, man, these women wait 100 years, bro. They just trying to throw the world at this nigga.
And not to victim blame, that's definitely not where I'm coming from. It's just like what like so what like niggas did he get arrested before the documentary came out?
Yes. No. Yeah, this documentary came out and he had been arrested and released because they filmed him walking out of jail. And like on the last 2 episodes, some shit like that. And in the first episode, they was like, we were shooting this documentary. Then midday, we get an alert on our phone. Bill Cosby's out of jail. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
So it was in the making while he was being prosecuted.
no, why after the prosecution was over, he had already been to jail and sentenced. He had
And then
been
what when he was sentenced, what did he actually plead to?
What do you mean? He said he was not guilty, but then the judge and the jury found him guilty.
They're guilty of what? Did you like actually see the plea, like what he actually agreed to?
Like, what was his charges?
Yeah.
It was some type of sexual assault.
From what I had seen was he basically played guilty to giving these women the equivalent of like today's Molly, like Quaaludes and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. But he wasn't giving it to them as a pill and said, here, take this. He was putting it in the drink and then just offering them drinks without saying what was in it.
Okay. And he did this to various women throughout his career.
Yes.
And
multiple times.
then
The drug was
where
so
did
strong.
the charges come about though? Like what triggered the charges? Like if that's the case, then like why has he not been in jail?
A lot of women didn't come forward, and if they came forward to the wrong person, it wasn't properly handled.
But that's what I'm saying. So like did somebody properly get handled? Like did somebody finally bring it up and then everybody else started bringing it up?
Essentially, yeah.
And that's what happened. And he got arrested.
And then he got arrested. But this wasn't the first time these accusations have happened. So when he comes to light in 20 whatever, and he's doing it says in April 2018, the jury convicted Bill Cosby of 3 counts of aggravated incident assault against Andre Constant, to whom Mr. Cosby had been a mentor and who was at the time a Temple University employee. That's what he went to jail for. Because this woman said, nah, nigga, you gonna go to jail. And she kept showing him. But when he was young, he went to jail for this. And then there was an undisclosed meeting with the police officer and Bill Cosby. And they said, listen, we're going to ask you some questions. Whatever you say, we promise you we will not throw you in jail, Mr. Cosby. But we need to know the truth of what happened. That he told them, yes, I did it. This, that, and the third. Boom, bada bing, bada bang. It got settled outside of court. He gave her some money, and that was the end of it. Later on, when this case that he just went to jail for came up, they released all those old files and said, we don't care what that sheriff and judge said back then. We gonna release these records so everybody can see that you said this. And then boom. But that's the same technicality that got him out of jail. Because when he was in jail, his judge, the lawyers and shit
On
was
some
like,
double jeopardy shit.
oh, exactly. You already told me I can't go to jail for this. So how you gonna renege now? You get what I'm saying? That's how, and that's the technicality that got him out of jail on all these other accounts, which is why I feel like he went to jail in the first place. Because if he brings up that technicality while he's in court and they just throw out the records, he still could get proven guilty. But if you get proven guilty on a technicality, then you go in jail and you be like, nah, y'all was doing some bullshit. That's a mistrial. You gotta let me out. And I already been in jail. Y'all fucked up. Then that's a little smooth move. I really feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you know you can beat it on the back end, it's risky.
It's just hard to see, like, maybe not Bill Cosby, but just like it's just like it's just super hard to like know what's right and what's wrong.
What's
you
wrong?
know what I'm saying?
And
like especially like not saying that anything he did, whether he did or didn't do it, or whether it was right or wrong. It's just like literally, bro, this man had a whole career type shit. I know like white people do it all the time type shit. You don't really know. And I guess that's just like a sin of the industry type shit. But it's like us too. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a surreal moment. Like R. Kelly, yeah, freak, nasty. There's something wrong with that nigga. But like Bill Cosby, like how often does this other happen too? Because I know like recent cases, right? Like you heard about Lil Mosey's case.
No, what Lil Mosey do?
Him and apparently, and y'all don't quote me on this, but him and apparently of his couple of the homies, you know what I'm saying? Like, had some girls, they was drunk type shit. I want to say one of them might have been underage, like 17, 18 type shit. And then yeah, like,
but how old is
somebody
he? 19?
Got blacked out. That's what I'm saying. Somebody got blacked out and shit like that. You feel me? And then somebody had sex and shit like that, to where shit just kind of got ugly. That's why you haven't heard. He's like currently going through that like last year
but
or so.
that's illegal, bro. That's wrong. If the woman is too drunk to comprehend and say whatever, now granted, there are money grabbing snake ass hoes and shit like that, but like the same shit with Kodak. Remember the girl, one of Kodak's niggas did some foul shit to one of these females, but because Kodak's label and people had bought the hotel that the foul shit had happened in, Kodak was getting persecuted for it, and he was going to jail. That's why he walked out of that interview with on Hot 97 with old dude, because he was like, we take sexual assault real serious out here. I know you can't speak on it and everything, but when you can, we would love it if you come back up here. And then that's why he got mad. He was like, nigga, why would you even mention that? I ain't even touched that girl. You get what I'm saying? I was nowhere near that woman. That's some fuck shit one of these lame ass niggas that been around me did. And now I got to cut him from the team and deal with all the legal shit that he can't handle. You get what I'm saying?
No, definitely for sure.
So it might be a situation like that, but it's also some dirty ass, slimy ass niggas out here.
And that's true too. And I guess that's kind of where I was moving it to. Like that's the thing you hear about, like at like you feel me, in life, but like just in like the rap industry or like the entertainment industry, like you hear about that a lot, to where like, you know what I'm saying, a nigga, like whether it's weed, whether it's liquor, whether it's whatever, you feel me, you get doped up and you get piped up, bro. And it's like a culture, bro. Like it's unspoken of, for real, but like it's more prominent what you might think.
And see, I feel like that culture gets consent so often that when somebody doesn't want to give consent, they don't even realize what that's like. Does that make sense?
I'm guessing very much so, because that's how
Which
I
is
think about the Lil Mosey
excuse.
situation. Because like I'm sure he's done this before, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, I get happen 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, but like Shawty wake up, she don't really remember, she didn't get consent, you know what I'm saying, and everything's different.
Yeah, but don't do it in the first place, nigga. Don't be no weirdo. Like, I mean, it's hard for us as niggas who don't drink
Right.
Like whenever I could tell, whenever I was like, oh, you fucked up. I'm not even comfortable touching you. I don't like how your breath
Right.
tastes.
Right.
to
I be on
do
the
some
same shit.
nasty.
I be on the same shit, bro. Shit. I can tell.
I don't
I
even
literally can tell.
like I'm good.
I instantly get annoyed too. That's funny.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
just a
bro,
little
everything you
bit.
do get on my nerves right now. I love you to death, but
Oh my god.
anyways.
Oh man, but it's just like what the fuck. And so it's funny. And I guess common sense ain't common for niggas. But this is another thing though. When it's time for them, when the people in power want to come get your ass, I don't think it matters if you're black or white. Like, cause look at that Joe Rogan shit lately.
What
Like
about it? How you feel about it?
Joe Rogan been saying nigga for years. Like I've heard Joe Rogan say nigga before these clips and compilations come
I'm not
together.
even gonna lie. I feel like I heard him say once or two on the podcast. But like he's not racist though. Like he's like, if anything, he's literally quoting somebody. You know what I'm saying? It had to have been something like the most like appropriate, like professional way to get around saying nigga. He's done it. I at least heard him say once, I feel like. But yeah, go off.
I've heard him say this shit around the comedians I love, like Tom Segura. There's an episode where he said it to Tom Segura, and Tom Segura is sitting in the chair like eyes bugged, like, bro, did you just say nigga 2 or 3 times in a row? And it's like, you know what, Joe? I could beat your ass, but I can't. Like I
you could try. You definitely could try.
That's
the
the
possibility. You could try.
That's the issue. Everybody knows this man is well equipped in physical combat and in weaponry. So nobody wants to try Joe Rogan. It's not that he can say it, it's that we can't beat his ass. That's what it is.
You think that's what the problem is? Everybody mad that he get to say what he want because he can back it up.
He can say what he want because can't nobody beat Joe Rogan ass.
That's wild.
That's funny. And the people who could beat his ass are his best friends.
I swear to God. I was just finna say, like, what you gonna do? You gonna get somebody to beat his ass? Or he knows somebody that can beat their ass for sure. For sure. You ever heard of a man called Francis Ngannou? That man is kind of big. Put a bulletproof vest on him. He's the Black Terminator.
Francis Ngannou jumped over a barbed wire fence into a pit of barbed wire over a barbed wire fence, got caught, and sent back to his homeland. Then he said, you know what? Since the barbed wire fence didn't work, let's travel by sea and get hit by 30-foot waves and hope we wash up on shore.
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's
this
a hell
is
of a
the
story.
truth. Go watch the Francis Ngannou documentary. I
watched the episode with Joe Rogan.
You said what?
I watched the episode with Joe Rogan.
Come on, bro. You don't think that's true? Well, let me put it like this.
He said that in the documentary. He said that nigga, he did all that. I knew he did it rough, but like
he didn't say this is what we had to do. But he said
he basically said some shit, and then he had to go through some shit like that, obviously, because of what he's doing.
If you look up, he said I came across from this country to this country, taking this route. And then the documentary I watched said, this is this route. First, you going through the desert for 5 days, hoping your truck don't break down. It's 70 of you niggas on the truck, and you're holding on. Because if you fall off the back of this truck, they're not turning around or stopping. So they said after hours, your hands go numb. And he said there was a lady holding the baby and the other hand was gripping this. And he said somebody had to grab the baby because she wanted to literally throw the baby off the truck and just hold on because her arms was that tired. So somebody had to take turns holding the baby. And like she was about to throw the baby overboard. But just
not the baby.
Not the baby.
Not the baby.
For real though.
Baby.
And so then when you get to a certain point, they said they was eating like if they would go through the trash and if they could find like a half rotten tomato, it could end up being a fight over that tomato because motherfuckers hadn't eaten it so long. It's like, no, that's my tomato. And it's
Yeah.
got a big rotten spot like this big on it, but you're gonna eat all around that motherfucking rotten spot because you ain't ate in 7-8 days, bro. And
For
that's
sure.
before you get to the entry point for the country because they don't want motherfuckers coming in their country. They got like a 7-8 layer barbed wire fence with pits of barbed wire in between the fences. And then if you happen to make it through all that bullshit, you got to get through the niggas with the guns and then you good. Or you can try and go through that ocean, but you don't know how the waves is, nor do you probably got the best boats. you know what I'm saying?
If you have a boat at all.
If you got a boat at all.
Yeah.
And he took this route and made it. So
Yeah, so if you think you're whooping Joe Rogan's ass, think again, buddy.
yeah, all that
Think
to say,
again.
all that
Think
to say, you're
again.
not finna fuck with Joe Rogan, bro. That's
So
exactly
so besides that, like they try to get on his head about the COVID shit too. There's like a
that was the start. It was COVID, then the nigga shit.
I seen like there's like a TikTok or a reel or something like that, and like the nigga basically posted a bunch of like times where Joe Rogan has like voted left wing or like supported left wing politics or like has said like some good shit, and it was like, but the voiceover was like people talking shit about Joe Rogan, like Joe Rogan's a right wing shit a shill. He's a motherfucking he's like the bro side of the Republicans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's an anti-vaxxer, he's this, that, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. When he's literally
No.
talking to doctors, he's literally talking to experts. Like he's literally finding the smartest people he can get a hold of because he's Joe Rogan and talks
And
to them for
he's
3 hours.
yes. And
Like
ask
literally
them
what he does.
questions, like real legit questions. Like
Literally has conversations with them. So free Joe Rogan, even though that
man,
nigga's not in jail.
at all, bro. Get off that nigga dick. That's what it is.
Niggas mad because they can't make a podcast successful as him. He did this shit off a whim. Joe Rogan's just a very
they
talented,
mad because
individual.
I think when he signed that deal with Spotify, there was people under the influence that, oh, now that he's with the mainstream platform, he'll behave and he'll
What
start
the fuck
doing.
is behaving, bro?
He'll do what we tell him to do. Like if we tell you to go tell everybody to get vaccinated, you need to push that message like everybody else is. But no, he's not pushing that message. He's the opposite. He's like, actually, you can be just fine if you do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Now, granted, it's more work, but that's the way you could do it.
Right.
And motherfuckers is like, quit telling folks that they can take horse tranquilizer and be okay. And he's like, it's not a fucking horse tranquilizer. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
Like,
It's really not.
Horse tranquilizer.
It's not.
But it has been used to tranquilize horses.
And that's the thing. He's only offering. He's literally just talking, people. Like I don't think y'all understand how much of how less of a fuck Joe Rogan could give about y'all and y'all's opinions. He literally comes in, talks for a few hours to somebody, and leaves, bro. He's just putting out his opinion. Like who y'all want Joe Rogan to be, bro? Like, is he the president? Is he speaking for all of America, bro? What are you really mad about? And then like that's not even you had even like he is so neutral as in like he believes what Joe Rogan believes, you know what I'm saying? Not even in a bad way. He doesn't even have like I don't think he's had a bad opinion yet. You know why? Because he's gonna talk to somebody about his opinion, give his opinion, and like actually like get somewhere with it,
and
have
figure
an
out if
objective
his
conversation.
opinion, figure out if his opinion's valid and figure out if he's not even valid, but like justify his opinion with facts. This is why I formed this opinion based off these facts.
Very much so. And if you ever had an objective conversation, like that's the goal. Like not everybody just talks to talk. Some people actually like to get somewhere and like to conclude things and like to gain knowledge that way. You feel me? So I think niggas just hating. I seen academics talking this shit. Number one, music podcast, really one of the top podcasts on Spotify. But yeah, he's number one and Joe Budden's number two, and they fighting for everything type shit. He was mad at Gillian Wallow. They had that live podcast panel, had a whole bunch of people on there, had $1 million worth of game and shit like that. Other people on there, but they ain't have off the record. And he wasn't really mad that he got picked, but he was like, "This is who y'all picked for like this hot podcast. Da, 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 da. I'm kicking all y'all's ass. Lucky I'm only on Spotify type shit." He was really popping
Ooh,
his shit. Talking
but
about
what's
DJ
off the
Academics.
record?
Yeah, off the record.
What's off the record though? That's the name of his podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I thought it was called the DJ Academics Podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? In my head, I didn't know what the name of that shit. Well, I haven't listened to it yet.
Off the record.
Because I don't have Spotify.
He's had he's had some shit on there. You can just watch the clips and shit on
Some YouTube. I have seen some of those. Like I watched the Bobby Shmurda one, I think. Did he talk to Bobby Shmurda? No, he talked to the nigga with one eye. Fetty Wap.
Yeah, he's talked to a bunch of niggas.
Yeah, the Fetty Wap interview was fire.
He's talked to Kodak. He talked to Roddy recently.
He talked to Kodak recently?
Yeah, he talked to Kodak.
Recently? Like since he been out of jail?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go watch that.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
I just like hearing Kodak talk.
You probably get Spotify free through school. You should look that up. But
well, nah, if it's a podcast, I don't have to have Spotify Premium to listen to it. I can just listen to
true.
it.
Yeah, just go to off the record, bro. He's got some
just
shit
go to
on
off the
there.
record. But the only reason I had got Spotify or was like avidly on Spotify was for the Joe Budden podcast when it was exclusively through there. And once they stopped going through there, I just stopped being on Spotify because I got an Apple phone. I go through Apple Music. I get the student discount through that. But look, they ain't paying for these promotions. Fuck them niggas.
I personally like Spotify. I just wish it was a better company.
Did Nicki Minaj? Oh wait, what rapper gave Nicki Minaj the better look? Are you ready? I'm gonna name 3 rappers.
Go.
Lil Wayne, Kanye West, Gucci Mane.
Lil Wayne.
I think it's Ye.
How did he give her the best look?
Because Nicki Minaj is just a regular hard female rapper if she don't get on them Ye tracks and destroy Kanye West and Jay-Z on the song.
She doesn't meet them without Wayne.
Touche. Not arguing that. But no, I can't argue that because she was signed with Gucci before she gets with Wayne.
What made the difference?
Drake.
What made the difference with him?
And Tiger. and like, you get what I'm saying? Like, them as a unit makes Wayne is more powerful. They don't get to a certain level outside the one nigga they're picking to be the face, who is Drake at the time.
I guess it just depends on what type of look you talked about. If you talk about musically, there's some arguments there because I don't think Nicki and Wayne have that many prominent songs. But like, as far as a look, as far as like star status and like just like really putting them on, definitely gotta give that to Wayne. Like, even if he just brought him the Cash Money, he was just like the liaison between them and Birdman. That still changed again. That new Cash Money shit with like nigga that Bedrock. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's the thing. Every song that you're gonna name with Nicki and Wayne is got 50 other niggas on it too. So it's a posse cut.
I mean, any song with Kanye and Jay-Z is gonna be hard too. Any song with Kanye and Jay-Z is gonna be hard. So if you have Nicki on there, then yeah, that's gonna be a good look. But that's a good look for literally anybody. You literally said that for anybody that has like Kanye and Jay-Z on their song, which ain't that many people. Because that's, if anything, then you need to say that Nicki gave herself the best look. She did what she had to do.
None of this is possible if Nicki doesn't put in the work to get there. But I'm asking you basically, what's a better look? What look set her to be? Because Nicki Minaj is hands down the best female rapper to ever do it. There's no question about it. Okay, when it comes to this is my raps, I put it out, and the output I got, nobody's sold more records, nobody's performed at bigger stages. Nobody's been across the country. Nobody is known worldwide. And everybody who came after her has been just copying her. Now, granted, she had forefathers, but the best female rapper to ever do this shit, hands down, is gonna be Nicki Minaj when the end of the day is done. Like, cause ain't nobody's when it comes to rapping, ain't nobody touching her ass. Ain't nobody wrote their own raps that long. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's motherfuckers like Rhapsody and Queen and Tierra Whack and shit like that that are lyrically hard and maybe could catch her on a bad day lyrically. But when it comes for dominating the rap industry as a female artist, nobody's going to do it better than her for a while. And
I always understood as Drake and Nicki Minaj to be like owed to Lil Wayne as far as like they were just under them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne put them in the spotlight, whether he really did, whether or not. I just always understood that to be the narrative. So that's why I would always vote for Lil Wayne as in that particular like question.
look like this. Drake and Wayne had hits without Nicki on it. Ain't no Nicki hit without Drake on it. Like, I'm really trying to think of a Drake, like a Nicki and Wayne song that don't got Drake on it. And it's
it's not about that, but you also named Kanye and Jay-Z.
Yo, but
what songs you got with Nicki and Kanye?
There's a few. There's the Nicki and Kanye song, the whole My Dark Twisted Fantasy. She on like 3 or 4 tracks, but it all came off one track. And that look, her body and her, like, you got to think, she's known for having the best verse on Kanye West's best album. The unanimous decision for
debate
best
that
album.
another episode. I mean, you might have to spend the whole episode on Kanye. If that's what you want, but continue.
I personally like other albums, but when you ask a motherfucker what's Kanye West's best piece of work, what did everybody most motherfuckers are gonna say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It comes after 808s and Heartbreaks, and if you're not, and the trilogy may not be your speed, because the trilogy is his intro to the game. College Dropout, those 3, those are
like trilogy. I said, we can
have a whole nother day on. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, but
yeah, you continue with your point though. I'll let you have
I'm just saying, I just think Nicki Minaj owes just as maybe not just as much, but she owe a good little grip to Ye just as well as she owe Wayne.
I mean,
and I want to say
if that's what we're talking about, then a lot of niggas owe Ye. You know I'm on that. So yeah, he got a lot of kids too. Shit. Yeah, he got a lot of kids out here.
Yes, Ye got kids, but Ye ain't putting none of his kids on.
Why 80? You get put on by association, bro. You remember? Listen. Right. At one point in time, right, for Lil Wayne, if Lil Wayne got on your song, it was no longer your song. It was now a Lil Wayne song. If that bitch said featuring Lil Wayne or it's a Lil Wayne remix, your song no longer. You are now the featured artist, type shit on your own song. That was at a point. That's not necessarily the case these days, Lil Wayne. But Drake also had the same effect. Get the Drake starter pack. Get the Drake kit. You get a feature from Drake. That is that top shit, and that's still almost the case. But I can see that not being the case. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the nigga now is Baby.
You feel me? Now it's maybe. You say now it's Baby?
I think it's Baby. Either one. Okay,
can you imagine at any point in time you do not instantly get a boost from a Kanye West feature? Like ever?
Yeah.
Nigga, when he was 20 years from now, you not taking a Kanye West feature? You don't think that's a come up? That's like getting a Charlie Wilson feature, nigga.
Chill out. Let me get my point. Kanye West gave Baby a feature. Remember that Kanye West and the Baby song that dropped? It got leaked or whatever.
Yes, briefly.
It didn't make the Baby any more famous. So much so that the Baby had to go back and re-up on his Kanye West stimulus package and get it during the Donda period. You get what I'm saying? Because the time period where you can't get a good verse from Kanye West is after, I want to say either New Slaves. Yeah, because the Tiana Taylor, Nas, his album, the only nigga who got a good album out of that Ford thing was Pusha. Pusha is not. Is it Pusha T?
If you talking
Pusha T.
about the music
I was gonna say Pusha
if you
B.
talking about the music subjectively, then that's just gonna be your opinion on whether the actual song or the music they made was good or not.
Well,
But
the question was,
you can't argue the impact, the look, you feel me, that it gets from being associated with Kanye. If you in the studio with Kanye, you automatically boost it. You know what I'm saying? The
yes,
fact
but
that
I'm telling you of niggas who needed the Kanye West boost, and he tried to give 3 niggas a boost at the same time, and it didn't happen. Like niggas didn't fuck with Tiana Taylor anymore because they fuck with her less actually because of that album.
the moment I feel
That
like
was her debut album.
the moment Tiana Taylor became associated with good music and just being on that level with Kanye, Brad, that she
It
definitely
was a
gained more
great look
fans. It
into
was a
the
great
music
look.
drop. It was a great look into the music drop.
She
Then the
has great music
drop,
though. She has great music
the
though.
music is great, but niggas was mad at Ye for fucking up her music.
How did he fuck it up?
He only let her drop 8 songs on her debut album.
Bruh, Kanye doesn't, Kanye ain't that involved in good music, bruh.
He was involved in her debut album. Remember, he dropped the album a week. It went Pusha, then it went. This is what started the beef with Drake, nigga. You don't remember this?
Bruh, he dropped a lot of albums. He produced a lot of shit. But what I'm telling you is like the number of songs that she made. Did he produce them? Did he write them for? Like
every single one.
He okay. And what did she like? She was forced to put it out.
Yes.
Okay, so like what they kidnapped her and put her in the stew? Like what the fuck? Like
yes,
nigga, what the fuck ever, bro? Listen, bro. Subjectively, you can argue on whether the music wasn't good. Did it like? But this is what I'm saying. Being associated with Kanye West is a lot better situation than not being associated.
Where's
with
070 Shake?
Still in position to make great music, and whenever they do, I'm sure they'll be pushed and it'll be accepted. You know why? Because they're sounding good music.
Where's Mo Bamba?
Sheck West doing whatever fuck he wants. The fuck? Chilling with Travis Scott somewhere, playing basketball. Like what the fuck?
Okay. Never mind. Then.
He fucked up the music bag. He just didn't make that great music. That's all.
Okay. What happened to Panda? Designer?
He didn't make that great of music either. But
he
definitely got the stimulus package from being signed. That's what I'm saying. Like his career was definitely better off being with associated with Kanye.
He gave Kanye West his stimulus package and didn't even realize it.
Nigga, okay, are we finna bring on Drake? Because he did that multiple times on record. Overall,
yes,
we all know Kanye takes influences from artists that he works with. We all know that.
Yes, but Drake has never been known as the nigga to put niggas on. He's been known as
Kanye, really, bro. He's just great, and if you work with him, that makes you greater.
No, there's a common misconception that Kanye West puts niggas on. No, Kanye West takes from niggas.
No, he is
because Kanye West has put a lot of niggas on.
He's responsible for a lot of niggas' position in the game, but like Kanye isn't like the co-signing motherfucker, bro. If he works with you, he works with you. What is he doing? There's more controversy on him, like being more real and like saying more controversial shit with the people that he's actually put into position than him being like, oh yeah, I put so and so on the game. Who is like really like proclaiming that besides his fans?
Do you
Kanye
know
himself
how many
ain't putting
niggas?
It out there.
Do you know how many niggas Kanye West is birth, bro? Like, let's like don't
make
me switch sides.
He definitely has, but he's not.
There's a difference though.
Who said but him actually doing that and being known for that are two different things. Like who said he's known for that?
Kanye West steals from his children and puts on his stepchild. That's how I feel.
Steals from his children
and puts on his step. Nigga, he steals from his kids and then puts on for his stepchild. Let me explain.
Oh my God.
His true children are niggas like Lupe Fiasco, niggas like Travis Scott, niggas like Kid Cudi, and niggas like I'm trying to think who else he was snatch shit from. Like
He
Common,
said
John
snatch shit.
Legend. Like those are his true kids. These are niggas who like straight up and down influenced by Ye. Their sounds is Ye. And when Ye meets these niggas, he's like, yeah, give me all that shit back, nigga. You stealing. Let me get all that shit up off you. I'm gonna make a couple hits and drop the bitches. Then there's motherfuckers who are influenced by Ye, and Ye puts them straight on, puts them literally on the map. Example, John Legend, Big Sean. That's really it. Everybody else he just stole from. Lupe Fiasco
He
going this
stole
pile.
from.
Lupe Fiasco going to
So if he
Child.
birthed all these people, influenced these people, does that not mean that they equally stole from him, if at all equally? He's
If you get
stealing
a
from
bunch,
everybody, but ain't nobody stealing from him, is what you're saying.
if you're a child and you get a bunch of money for your birthday, and then your parents take all that money and do something with it, maybe they got a right to take it because you're still a child. But that don't mean it wasn't your money.
I don't think this is that situation, bro.
This is that situation.
I think
bruh.
I think
Your parents created
did
you,
you
and that's why. And
did
these
you
are your
watch
parents'
Genius, bro?
friends.
Did you watch Genius, bro? Did you watch Genius, bro?
Yeah, not yet, bro. I'm
I don't,
waiting.
oh okay.
I'm getting
Oh
off the.
okay.
I'm not
Oh
trying to be on the
okay.
hype train.
I
Can
I
I?
respect that because I'm on that. I'm
Yeah,
usually on that as
it's been
well.
out for 2 days,
But listen,
and
let me
everybody's
tell
like,
you.
"It's the greatest thing I ever saw."
But niggas didn't believe. Listen.
You're speaking to the I believer,
Listen, I know. That's why I'm finna say this. Listen,
so I'm chilling.
you
If
wasn't running 20, 30 blocks to the studio because a rapper who you needed to give this beat tape to was finna leave. You wasn't doing these in the streets of New York. You wasn't in the Rockefeller offices playing your music, taking that bitch down, finding anybody in that bitch just to hear you out, bruh. You wasn't doing that.
who's not doing that?
Kanye is creative. Kanye is an innovator. Kanye has definitely, if you're talking about him stealing from other people, if that's like give that let's say that's worth 10 points, right? For whatever reason, for whatever you want to put that's 10 points, right? A million times over has he influenced and been stolen from in other ways and other genres and by other people, other artists in a way worse way than what you would consider him stealing from other artists. So if
Yes,
that's the
but let's.
argument that you're making, then like you could take that from any artist, right? Any
Two
artist
wrongs
has
don't
like,
make a right, nigga.
oh my god, two wrongs to make it right. What?
Just because a
what do
nigga
you?
still, just because a nigga stealing from you, don't mean you gotta steal from the nigga. Don't get me wrong. The shit that he
He
biting on,
hasn't. He just makes music, bruh. He's never been afraid to work with niggas. He's never been afraid to collaborate niggas. His style of music, especially production wise, is sampling, is taking different pieces of that and putting it together as an art piece. What is he like? What you're proclaiming him as stealing is literally his form of art, is literally his creativity. So I don't think that's stealing, bro. That's literally him making music, and he's always been there. That's why you got to watch the documentary, because that's literally what he's done. He's literally is a master creator, bro. When it comes to pretty much everything, he literally takes what he can. Whether he got to record the vocals himself, he likes to rap. He likes his own voice. He wants shit rapped a certain way over his beats, bro.
all
He had
right,
to
get
sell
out.
his beats to feed his family, bro.
All
To feed
right,
himself,
bro. That's every nigga's story, bro. Like,
and
you
he
know,
did it the greatest.
okay, cool.
So
Still,
he's got a lot more influence than what you would proclaim of him stealing, bro. That's not even stealing. That's literally him creating his art. Is basically my point.
that's basically what you owe me. This is what you saying. Because
No,
I
he don't put
influ-
himself out like that. You
because,
saying he's the nigga
because
that's known to
everybody
put
because
niggas
I
on when
influence.
no, he's just that influential. He's literally just that influential. He don't, I don't think nobody's like, I don't think at least Kanye himself ain't putting himself out there like that. Kanye proclaims himself to be great, that he does great things, you know what I'm saying? And he gets credit where it's due, aka niggas walking in and influencing
Yes,
with the
but
pair of
when
pants
he
that they wearing,
says
he gives them credits on the song. But like, you feel me? Like, he's
he
not like
also is the same nigga that says all you niggas steal my shit, and it's okay if you steal my shit. Just make sure you telling folks that you stole it from me.
if you
That's a Ye
jacking,
quote.
if you jacking,
What we're talking, this influence word we talking about is what he considers jacking. So that's what I'm saying.
Nigga, if you're making Yeezy style shoes after you clown them for years type shit, after they get popular and you literally make another Yeezy, then yeah, you should probably give
We
some
ain't
credit to
talking
the
about
nigga. Yeah.
fashion, bro.
What do you think he's talking about? They
I'm
copy everything. They literally
I'm
copy
talking
everything.
about music, nigga.
Music.
When,
Is that what he was talking about directly in that quote?
Yes.
Not up for a fact.
Because he was referring, yes, because the subject line and what the fuck they was talking about was music, nigga. They was talking about Travis Scott. They was talking about this and that. And it was like, yeah, all these people are my sons. They're my this and they're my that. And it's okay if they use my shit, long as they know that it's my shit. And then he said, Just Blaze. I did the first half of Jay-Z's album. Come on, nigga, we go back and watch the interview, nigga.
He did. He did.
He said all this.
Yeah, he did. That's speaking on him.
But
He's speaking on what other niggas did and how he was accomplished to that. He's saying,
no,
this is
you
what
didn't
I
let me
did.
finish the quote. You didn't let me finish the quote. So that's how I know. This nigga said, I did the first half of Jay-Z's album. Then another motherfucker came through and just copied my full first half and made the second half of the album. So I really produced the whole shit. And then it's like, okay, yay, we get it. You want credit for that. But nigga,
was he not just telling a story? Like, what do you want him to be like? Like, was they talking about the album? I mean,
no,
if it's the album
but
that he
you
produced,
saying
I don't know what else he's supposed to say.
You're acting like Kanye West is humble.
I never said he was humble. You said he's known as the guy. This started because you said he's known as the guy to put people on. I'm like, where? Who did that? Who proclaimed him to be that? He's influential, but he didn't like directly put people on. I would look more so like Jay-Z or somebody as far as like putting people on. Like he direct, like more directly.
Kanye West has put on more niggas than Jay-Z, bro. Music wise, at least niggas we know.
I guess.
Music wise,
I guess that's another part on music we know or niggas we know.
We gotta put that down for We gotta put that down for
Write it on there.
That's some bullshit. Kanye West has definitely put on more niggas than Jay-Z West. Now, if you're talking about Rock Nation as a whole being the
I mean, a lot of the niggas that you would say that Kanye put on are sounding good music.
What you saying?
I said a lot of niggas that you would say Kanye put on are sounding good music, so I would definitely consider Rock Nation in there.
Nah, that's different though, bro. It's a difference between if you sign to good music, you are legit. Kanye West is putting you on.
That's not.
If you sign
he
to
made
Rock
Pusha
Nation,
T president a long time ago because he does not really want to run a label. That's not what he wants.
I understand,
to do,
but when he started the label, bro, that's how it like you gotta understand.
I feel like Jay-Z is definitely more involved in Rockefeller than Kanye is in good music.
In different ways, though.
I feel like in both ways, creatively and business wise. Kanye might be involved a little bit creatively, like as far as like structure wise, but I definitely don't feel like he gives a fuck about the business side. I definitely don't feel like he gives that much a fuck on the creative end. He might give his input, you feel me? He can even put the stamp down because he is Kanye. He can do that if he's trying to make a movement as a family. Nigga, we the family, we can move. But at the same time, I feel like, nigga, you ain't gonna put out no quote unquote whack shit on Rockefeller. And Jay-Z might be one of the people that's gonna make sure that even if you might like it subjectively when it does come out, think it's whack, it's not gonna be whack to them. Like it ain't gonna be like there's a certain level of degree that you gotta be. There's a certain mold you gotta fit to be over there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of that has to do with Jay-Z. And then on top of that, the business side, the reason why they move like that is because they want to make this and they want to do it like this. You feel me? They got to hold a certain status. You feel me? It's
All right,
like,
I guess what I'm saying is when Kanye West decides to put his hands on you, it has a longer lasting effect as to when Jay-Z decides to put his
facts.
hands on you.
Oh well, I don't know, but I would agree. I like Kanye. I love Kanye. That's my favorite
I
artist.
just can't think of a nigga Jay-Z was like, yo, this is the next nigga. And then he was around, like,
but you know he put niggas on though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Kanye. I mean, well, Kanye has said that he is like a cool dude, but like, I don't know. I don't think he'll be like. I don't know. I just never thought of Kanye as directly putting niggas on. He's just super influential. He's worked with a lot of niggas. He definitely has played that role, as you can see. Like the moment they got to work with Kanye, that was they put on. But like, I don't think Kanye directly like
but
pulling
getting
niggas up.
put into Rock Nation is getting put into a machine, as opposed to getting put into good music is like rolling the dice and hoping you get chose. You get what I'm saying?
Maybe if we're looking at hindsight, just because the whole thing as a label didn't work out, you looking at it, but they had a talent.
Like Rock Nation don't care.
They was there for a reason, bro.
White, black, green, blue.
At least this is what I'm saying about the Kanye stimulus package too. At least like you got fucked by your label. Okay, guess what? So did 99% of every other artist in the industry. But guess what? You was at least on Team Kanye West. You still are on Team Kanye West. Live or die. My vote's on Kanye. You feel me? So, so that's a good hill to die on.
Now, if Jay-Z picked a nigga and said, "Yo,
Whew.
you,
Whew.
you, you," I think it would be a different ballgame. I just don't think he tried it once and it didn't work, and he don't want to do it again.
I just think Jay-Z is at a point to where like he's seen everybody take the chinks in their armor. He ain't really had no hits, and I don't think he needs to take none. I think he's just doing his thing gracefully, bro. He ain't got to take no chances. He don't need to, bro, to his own legacy. You know what I'm saying? Because if that falls, you get a chink in that, everything else falls. We don't need to hear no bad Jay-Z song. We don't need to hear no bad Jay-Z cosign. We don't need to hear no bad artists.
I feel like that's part of the game, though. Is showing.
Why would he can literally do everything but that? We know you signed the Rock Nation. We know you know Jay-Z, but he ain't got to say shit. If Jay-Z don't say shit and he just put you on, like promote you like every other way possible type shit, like he don't got to. He don't.
Let me tell you the biggest. Let me tell you. You know who Vic Mensa is?
Yeah.
Vic Mensa had a choice to sign with Rock Nation or Good Music. And Jay-Z said, I'm not getting into a bidding war with Kanye West. If you want to go over there, go over there. But my offer's staying the same. Vic Mensa, I'm assuming I wasn't there on the phone. Vic Mensa picked Rock Nation. But right now, if I'm Vic Mensa, I'm wondering, should I have picked Good Music?
Yes, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. That would have been the better cosign. That would have been a lot better. You would have made better music. No,
but you gotta
you would have made actual good music.
You gotta understand now. Right? You gotta think about Vic Mensa in this time period. At this time, Vic Mensa dropped You Mad, and he was on the song with Sia. So Kanye West was fucking with him. He was giving him looks. But then it came time to sign. He went with Rock Nation and got shelved. I don't know, bro. At the time, Rock Nation was the better pick. Hindsight, Good Music is the better pick. So how can you get mad at a nigga for making the better choice in the moment? But I guess that wasn't the better choice.
It wasn't the better choice
because in the long run. Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You gotta look at it, bro. You gotta look at I guess niggas just like, I don't know.
But this goes back to the stealing
from
shit.
Chicago?
Yes, see, you already there. This goes back to the stealing shit. At the time, Chance the Rapper is the biggest nigga in the world. So I think Kanye West wanted to grab Vic to rival Chance.
because Kanye West wants to compete with whoever the hottest nigga is currently. He don't believe he's an OG. That's what I've also learned. Kanye West thinks he's the new G at all times.
I mean, here's the thing: 4-day laws of power, man. Listen, look, go ahead.
This nigga thinks he's still a new G. So, or a young boy. So I think that's why he wanted him. So if I'm Vic and I'm like, nah, you just kind of like, I think you're trying to rival Chance. This is Jay-Z talking to me. Like, I get you, Kanye West, and I'm from Chicago, but this is Jay-Z, and I'm a rap god. Because at the time, I bet Vic Mensa thinks he's the best rapper of all time as well.
Yeah.
So, me hooking up with Ye ain't the look as opposed to I'm talking to Jay-Z every day. But what you got to remember is you more likely to talk to Kanye West again than you are to talk to Jay-Z after this deal. And I don't think he thought that was the reality. I think he thought him and Jay-Z was going to be able to be buddy all the time after this shit.
Dumb as hell.
No, especially after you just told me that you finna make me. Excuse me, y'all. After you just told me you want me to do a bidding war over Ye, so you already ain't loyal to me. You just showed me that you already doing slick, slimy. You get what I'm saying? Type shit. Our deal was already worked out. Now you want to go hang out with Kanye West. He only fucking with you because I'm fucking with you. That's what Jay-Z told Vic Mensa. I was there.
I was about to say, oh, you was there for that one. You was on the phone. Okay.
I was listening to their line.
I respect that. I forgot you got that internship.
On me, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I think yeah, man. I don't who you like if you had to which would you take? Which song would you take? Jay-Z or Kanye?
I'm the dumbass that picks Jay-Z too. And then mad I didn't pick Ye 5 years from now.
But you know what I'm saying? You know how many points you get for the Jay-Z? You still get points, bro.
I take the Jay-Z.
That's like, do you wanna
But truthfully, I probably would want neither.
That's like, do you want to get a right-handed layup for $1 billion? Or do you want to do a Euro step left-handed layup? If you make it, you get style points. If you make it, you get style points and $1 billion.
Nah,
that's
it's like
left hand. Oh, so I got the style points and I got the $1 billion. Or you can just take the right-handed $1 billion. Just go
right. I don't know, bro. And honestly, it would probably be neither. Or like I wouldn't want the verbal cosign or the verbal look. Just send the stimulus package on the views. Let me go get these radio looks, and I need a verse from some other niggas.
I just want to be in the studio. I just want to be in the studio session. I want to be like I want to be a Saha as far as like in relation to Kanye, bro. Nah, call me when you need me. Call me when you want to rap. You feel me? Pay me. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just known as like if you want to pick out Kanye's hardest bars, Saha wrote them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a cool spot to be in rather than directly an artist.
Yeah, but you don't get no individual burn. Saha don't get no individual burn.
I'm not rap battling Saha right now.
No, you not rap battling him, but name a Saha song.
You got one with Jack Harlow.
Okay. What's the name of it?
That's a great question.
All right, name one Saha mixtape.
I listened to the last shit that he dropped, but
what's it
that's
called?
Very true. I feel like if he wanted to drop music, he could though.
All right, shout out to Saha. It was No Dope on Sundays.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, No Dope on Sundays. Yeah, that's that shit though. That's what I'm saying.
It's hard.
It's drop hard. Music if he wants to.
It's great, bro.
But guess what? He don't got to. He don't got to.
He don't got, like, this nigga has one of the hardest bars I ever heard. And it's funny though, because it's his situation. He's like a 360 deal. What's that? Half off on the Xbox? Like, That is one of the hardest bars.
Bruh.
He said a
Half off of
360 deal.
Xbox.
What's that? Half off on an
Half
Xbox
off
deal.
of Xbox, nigga.
That is like one of the hardest bars ever. But nigga, that's your situation, nigga. like, nigga, you better sign this 360.
He can make music, bruh. But like that's what I'm saying. Whenever Kanye is having studio session, he gets called for every album, for every song. You know what I'm saying? He just gets known around the industry. He probably ghostwrites for other niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a cool position. That's a cool put on.
Bro,
You know what
he
I'm
was
saying?
he was the call when Pusha wouldn't pick up the phone, bro. When Pusha was on tour, bro. Saha wasn't like the initial ring up nigga for that shit.
You don't think so, bro? I think Saha is always a ring up in any studio situation if you can get him, if he come out.
I mean, yes, now, but I don't think he went
Forever.
and grabbed Saha. Like, do you know how Saha got put on?
Talking about what,
Saha,
yeah?
yeah. The he was recording somebody, he was in the studio with some producer that Ye know, or it might have been Ye or somehow. And the beat plays for like 5-10 minutes, and then he just laid this stupid ass verse on the back of it just to give Kanye West some ideas of how to flow on this beat. The beat was from somebody else. It was like maybe I don't know, it was somebody else's beat. Jay-Z and Beyonce are in the studio session when his verse cuts on out of nowhere. They weren't expecting to hear the verse. They didn't know it was on there. You got to think the beat had been playing for 5 minutes already. His verse cuts on, and then Jay-Z looks at Kanye West and says, whoever the fuck that is, you need to sign him. And the next thing you know, Sci-Hi is born. You get what I'm saying? Like, now Sci-Hi's in every writing session. He's that nigga. He's da.
So does that
But
mean Jay-Z put him on?
or Beyonce, because it was Jay-Z and Beyonce saying, yo, you need to get that verse is ridiculous. I don't even know what verse it is. I wish I could hear it. But like it was like that verse is enough for you need to take this nigga and put him in the situation. He's ready. Think about it. One verse after 5 minutes of a beat. And you know what that is though, is they sat there for forever doing different flows on that beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Humming out shit. Jay-Z done hit the little, ooh, yeah, this is that shit. You know how he hit the little neck bob shit. Ye doing the hard one. Because Ye don't do soft head bobs. You know, he break his neck. He doing the And then neither one of them flow was as hard as that nigga Sci-Hi's flow that came on out of nowhere. Them niggas was like, and then Jay-Z was like, and then out of nowhere, Sci-Hi came in like, and niggas was like, whoa. Whoever, he just fucked all of us up. Ye was like, you right. Because you know he didn't stop moving. That shit's our idea.
So yeah, Saha is in a great position because of my man Kanye, bro. And I just really want, I'm saying more people to give him his flowers. But he ain't looking for him. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't want to be. Yeah, it's all. I guess it just depends on where you want to be positioned at. It don't matter who give you the look if you don't know how to make no hits. You gonna be fucked.
That's very true. That's that brings me I hypothetically speaking, right? What if you knew somebody that went to work with Master P and wanted to be signed to him in a group deal with his daughter? Would you do it? Or like with his son, like in a rap group, or like
I gotta
any
be
type
in the
of
group.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that shit for sure.
What if you writing all the raps?
I would like a better deal than the
You
rest
get
of
the
them,
same percentage as everybody else.
but I'm writing everybody's part.
Everybody. Allegedly. Hypothetically. Maybe not like every single bar for bar, but like this is how the
Do
song
you
goes. This
feel
is how
how?
you should do that.
And it's the same cut all around.
Same cut all around. And then it's on some look. I'm putting up all the money type shit.
How
So
many
when we break,
albums?
I don't know. I don't think I ever heard that part of this hypothetical question.
All right.
But
Well, if this hypothetical, how many albums you gonna give me? Because
mm,
if it's a 10 album deal, I can't do
who
it.
would ever do a 10 album deal?
No, but there's deals that long. Like, think about it. I'm saying I can't do more than 5, really. I might can give you 5 albums because eventually the other people in the group gonna want to contribute. They're not gonna just not have their voice nowhere on this song. And I feel like that's gonna come in maybe second album. I gotta write the whole first one. I can write the whole first one. You get what I'm saying?
Type
I can
shit.
write the whole second one for sure once we on and I watch you niggas for a little while because I'm gonna just write about you two niggas now for the next 2. It's the 4th and 5th one that I'm like, I don't even want to do this anymore. I will do it, but I'm not re up. And then I'll break out as an individual artist because I wrote the first 3 albums. They gonna know it was me.
I don't want to put it all out there. I know I said it's a hypothetical question, but really the question is like, how important is it for you to take advantage of opportunities, like no matter what the opportunity is? Like, where do you draw the line? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
To be
signing a
real,
shitty deal is a shitty deal, and anybody who's done it or anybody in the future is going to tell you obviously not to not to like
you
sign the
shouldn't
shitty
have taken
deal.
that deal. Yeah,
You feel
but
me? But like at a certain degree, you've seen people make the best at a certain situation and then even come out better for it. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like what like
100% of zero is zero, as opposed to 10% of something is something. You know what I'm saying?
very, very much so, bro. So how do you like where do you think you should where do you draw the line and then where do you think the line should be at for your average
It
artist?
just depends on how much, how how not even how good the opportunity is, how frequent opportunities pass. Like me, I don't know if I'm jumping on the first thing smoking right out of college, just because I haven't fully invested enough time just into this. I've been doing school and this. But if I'm just working a 9 to 5 and then everything else on my free time is to cater to the entertainment aspect, this aspect of my life, the first offer that comes on the table may not necessarily be the best one for me.
Right.
Now, if you've been working your ass off for X amount of time and then something pops up, finally, it's one of those like, oh, finally somebody comes, but it's shitty. This is your, let me take that crumb. I'm grabbing that. I'm grabbing that hoe. I'm taking crumbs, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Because being there and saying, oh, I got fucked over and I failed is better than never being there at all. And saying, oh, I almost did this or I almost did that. Like when and then was talking about, yeah, I like how y'all voices sound, but we got somebody else that's gonna write y'all raps. Who's gonna consistently write you two niggas raps? Like 3 6
Nah.
Mafia. You get what I'm saying? Like Unc ain't here to elaborate on it, but I get that's in the contract and you don't want to sign that in case they tell you, nah, you can't say that. You don't want to hear that. But being able to be in the studio with these niggas doing songs that they say are hits is a lot better than never. You get what I'm saying? Being there at all. Now, granted, if that happens, maybe I'm never here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And for me to wish some shit like that, but who knows?
I know a lot of people they hate to like take the wrong opportunity or take the opportunity wrong. I feel like that's also a thing too. But I personally feel like not taking the opportunity at all is always the wrong move. Of course, you could turn down certain opportunities if it's a bad opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I don't know. You don't want to miss it. I guess it's like you said, it's situational.
Yeah, it's very like, what's gonna happen here. It's a case by case basis, and because like I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Niggas who are signed to 360 deals and enjoy it, we don't hear about it, bro. Like, because they working. Like, I don't know what type of deal Justin Bieber's got, but I bet his first deal was 360 out the motherfucker, bro. They had Justin Bieber Barbie dolls, bro. He didn't have no say on that. You know what I'm saying? He might have got a cut off that, but he ain't had no true input on. Nah, I wanna be next to Ken. You know what I'm saying? Like, who be next to Barbie? Not like he didn't have no aisle selection. He didn't know, nigga. But when them checks come in, and he like, oh, by the way, we got a Barbie doll of you that's coming in too. He's like, oh, great. What else we got coming? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we finna do a movie. Oh, awesome. You know, Jaden Smith, he's your new friend now. Oh, I can be friends with black people? Well, Justin, you're running out. You're running. Too many black people, Justin. Never mind, Justin. We wanted you to hang out with just Jaden. You wouldn't hung out with all the niggas.
Started drinking lean, smoking weed.
Yeah, no.
I mean, everybody succumbed to that, you know. That's being in the industry, bro.
But
get a piece of that.
We had to get a little taste of that, bro.
Once you gave the nigga car keys, bro.
That nigga said, "Oh no, oh no."
But that's what I'm saying. That Purpose album was that shit. It was that shit. Certified.
Hey, nah, that shit was short for purple. He said about some purpose. Nah, nigga, that was on that lead, that whole album, bro. That whole had a purple cover too, wasn't it?
Nah.
It was a purple chess piece.
We might be talking about two different albums.
Two different albums. Okay, maybe.
But this is all I'm saying.
Oh no, the Purpose is the one where he's like this with the cross. And he ain't got no shirt on or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, with all the tattoos. I'm talking about the album before that.
Okay.
That's the one with Chance the Rapper on it when he was still trying to make like, I don't know what to call it, hip hop. When it was more hip hop than R&B. Like right now.
Can we do this? And then like let's make this towards the end of the podcast because we definitely can save each other some time. I think we definitely had a good pod, you know what I'm saying? I wanna recognize that. But let's have a decent conversation about my man, Chance the Rapper, man. Let me start it.
Have a decent. What's wrong with Chance?
Let me get there, man.
What are you talking about, bro? I'm so curious.
Listen, man. Are you a Chance the Rapper fan, bro?
Very much so.
Very much so. Is he in your top 10
of new niggas
of all time? Nigga? To your top 10, nigga. Are you like your top 10 niggas to music to play? Like, are you pulling up?
No, because I have two top 10s. He's in the second one. He's not in the first one. I got a top 10 of niggas that's ever rapped.
In the top 20.
No, I have a top 10 of niggas that's ever rapped ever. Then I have a top 10 of niggas who's dropped since I've been listening to music that's dropped. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z's not in the top 10 that J. Cole and Kendrick are 1 and 2 in. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
I know Jay-Z's the best rapper of all time. He's number 1. And then there's niggas like Biggie and Snoop and shit like that. Chance is nowhere near that. Psh, get him the fuck out of here.
So your top 10.
But when you say the top 3 rappers in the game are Kendrick, Cole, Drake, Chance is in that top 10. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The preceding numbers after those 3, Chance is easily top 7. 10, he's top 7. Because I put Wayne in this other category. Psh, throw him out of there. I put 50 Cent in this other category.
Or you put Kanye.
Over here, psh, get him out of there.
Damn. Okay.
Because when Kanye West was in his prime, I was in diapers. So I can't tell you what it's like when it dropped. I can't rank Lauryn Hill. I can't accurately rank Eric B. and Rakim. I can listen to it now and say, in my opinion, this nigga's top 15. You get what I'm saying? But I like Common more than I like Eric B. And niggas gonna think I'm crazy because of that. But you gotta think of when I was born. Common sounds nicer to me. I think Common can wrap circles around Eric B and Rakim. I think like Rakim specifically. Eric B's the DJ. See, nigga, old head niggas is gonna be like, look, why are you talking about him like this? Don't ever do, you get what I'm saying? But that's just me listening to the few albums. I get it, he's hard. And Common would be like, no, nigga, that's Rakim, that's the god. Da 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 da. But, but realistically, nigga, Common, you sound better on tracks than Rakim. So now we're going over here to this list where we know that the undefined top 3 niggas is Kendrick, Cole, Drake. Chance is easily in that top 10.
Okay.
But I will tell you this.
Okay.
Tyler Creator is slowly creeping into the top 5.
For you?
Yeah, for me, for sure.
Okay.
I still got Cole, Kendrick, Drake, Childish Gambino, because I'm biased. I don't give a fuck what these niggas say. And then I always have a hard time picking my 5th. And I think I'm finna solidify my 5th with Tyler, but it's always been me in my head. Because you know me, I'll throw Logic up there. I'll throw Wale up there. I'll throw Big Sean up there. There's a few niggas who can go up there that week. It just depends on how you feeling. Ain't nobody really solidified. Like, me.
Okay. So with Chance the Rapper, bruh.
Chance is in that argument. He could be up there.
What's your favorite tape album project by Chance?
Probably. I hate to be that nigga to say acid rap, but yeah, that one.
Acid rap, okay.
I can listen to acid rap all day, any day, all the time, no skips. But Coloring Book is right there behind it, close. It's everything after a Coloring Book that's not really that shit.
Okay. So listen, I'm a Chance the Rapper fan. I would consider myself a Chance the Rapper fan. My personal favorite would also be acid rap. Yeah, like you said, no skips. How do you feel like he handled his career, being considered an independent artist, right?
Yeah. I mean, for sure.
How do you feel about his career and just the moves he's made, business wise, along with music wise? You know what I'm saying? Of course, with acid rap being around the peak, and then you know what I'm saying, at the Coloring Book still kind of in that prime, but like, you know, start to look a little bit different. And then obviously what happened after.
I want to just say, at first I was mad. Like, damn, nigga, why'd you stop being
like everybody was?
Like, basically explicit. He got rid of all the explicit content and became Goody Two-Shoes chants, God chants, religious chants. And we was like, you can't get mad at a nigga for going to go talk to God. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yes, like, the fuck you can. This is hip hop. This is rap, nigga.
You can't get mad at a nigga for getting his family and his mind right.
Kanye did it, and he did it right.
So he's doing the reverse, which is gonna be interesting to see how he finishes out in the long run. Because most niggas come into the game and go erratic. Oh, I found God. I'm saved. Here's my redemption album. Sell a lot of records, but he's done from the beginning. Like, he dropped 2 projects that was Young Boy Chance. I'm trying to become I want to be a rapper. And then everything after that is just a mature, gotta see God. And I always heard the story of he played acid rap for his grandma, and she thought it was like just disgusting or something like that. And he just made a promise to her that he would make better music. And you know what I'm saying? Because he had so influential and stuff like that. And once again, you just can't get mad at a nigga who make those kind of decisions to be more mature. But now, as you getting older, I can sense he's wanting to cut loose a little bit more. Because these new videos where he's just in his house and you see the words sitting real plain and the fire and he's working and shit like that.
That shit, yeah, that shit was like, hard. That shit was hard.
It make you go,
That shit was hard.
It's like, oh, are you finna do that? Are you coming like that, nigga? And it's like, he's like, I just give me some time to figure out how to do both. And if he figures it out, he'll take over the game again. If you can give me clean rap, like if he can do the Ye, but Ye is fake. Like, it ain't genuine, but it's still hard. You get what I'm saying? It seems curated. Chance is trying to give you something natural, like still tell you his life. I can't cap like Kanye West shit. It's great curations, but everything seems calculated and made and formulated, as opposed to Chance's shit. It's how he's feeling that day. It's what happened right in that moment. It's you know what I'm saying. In the club with my Glock, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just that feeling. It's that noise. It's that chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I remember because you gotta think, bro, we in high school when Acid Rap dropped. That's what I'm saying. We gonna rank niggas different. If you're in high school when De La Soul drops, you get what I'm saying? You're gonna rank them higher than
Very much so.
you get what I'm saying? So I can't rank these niggas over there. I got only rank. I can tell you what Chance did. Like the hard niggas would had to take a second and be like, yo, hold on, pause this Migos. What is this right here? You know, 10 damn days. And I got so for shoes, so for road rage. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was like, hold on, what is this, nigga? What is this weird ass nigga making all these noises and shit like this, bro? And it wasn't as annoying as Danny Brown can be. You get what I'm saying? Because at first I was like, man, this nigga's Danny Brown, bro. This nigga trying to be Danny Brown. But then I was like, wait, nah, it ain't. Danny Brown's like more like nasally and irritable. Like I thought he was trying to like, you know what I'm saying? Like Danny Brown is high. I don't know, but he's high, bro. That nigga be smoking, bro. I don't know. He be on a lot of shit, or used to be at least. You ever listen to old Danny Brown, bro? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know a little bit about Danny Brown.
Danny Brown. That's what I'm saying, bro. Danny Brown, bro. They was all together, bro. Chance, Danny Brown, and Kanye. I mean, and Childish Gambino. They was all on tour together. That's how they all broke at the same time.
Okay.
Fun fact.
My thing with Chance is like,
yeah, you never told me what the challenge was. You just made me go on a Chance tangent.
No, that was it. That's all it was. Like I just wanted to have a conversation, but like I just feel like nothing was wrong with him going with the more holistic genre of music as far as like the content, the lyrical content. The music was just objectively bad, cuz like
I won't say that, bro. Like this is
it was bad.
This is
bro.
what
it was
I hate.
bad.
I hate niggas, bro.
I didn't like it. I personally just didn't like it, and I feel like there's a lot of people that personally didn't like it. And there's nothing wrong with talking about a bad album. There's nothing bad with putting out bad music, bro. It was just like it almost like it was almost like you dropped some bad shit, and then it kind of felt like he was just like, "Well, it is what it is." So I'll be back type shit. Like, well, nah, bro, hold the fuck on, bro. We was willing to rock with you with the color, but you got to answer for this. And they gonna be like, "But my kids, they go fuck your kids." Like it
see what happens is
different, bro.
I don't think this album was as bad as y'all niggas be saying, bro.
I think
I think the issue is it's 22 songs and an hour and 17. That's too much music.
Okay, he did that. That can be considered. He did that. Okay. And out of all them songs, which ones are you playing right now? Name one song off the album.
Hot Shower. You want me? I was gonna go to my favorites.
And this is what I was just finna say. The best thing that you had around there was Hot Shower. But and Tisa Korea made that song. Hot Shower. We talk about Chance the Rapper, and you talk about.
Chill out.
I immediately was gonna say it, but I was like, I don't know. Was that on the album? I don't know. It was around that time. I was gonna bring it up the way it goes. But Hot Shower, bro. That's the best thing that came out of that since he dropped that one video like him in his crib.
Hold on, man.
Hot Shower, bro, and that's ridiculous. No, bro.
And Hot Shower is pretty ass.
This is what I'm saying, but that was the hottest thing smoking out of all of that.
Nah, it's just the beat was so stupid you couldn't help but not like that hoe. Hold on. I'm trying to get this hoe to connect.
There's not anything that you or I are playing off that album right now. You're not even turning on Hot Shower, right? You turning on because we talked about it.
No, the song that I play though, for real, is hold on. And I do listen to this one. Fuck you. Is either that Big Fish. With Gucci Man on it, I fuck with this song.
Birdman hand rub. This shit fit me like a damn glove. Shit cleaner than a hand scrub. Feel better than DJ Khaled fan love. This the rock that gave pride to a man cub. Ain't no love in hip hop, it ain't no keeping up with the business. Ain't no diamonds in the chain, but it's independent.
Hey, bro. Ain't no diamonds in the chain, but it's independent. All right, we're gonna just
Sound like he's asleep, bro.
All right, bro.
The quality's not there, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't think it would. I mean, other than that, though, that's pretty much the only other song on here that was "We Go High" is hard.
Yeah.
But it's you can't say this ain't classic Chance. And it just don't get no better.
This sounds like Same Drugs Part 2, bro.
But this, like, if he gave us an album full of this, and it was like wedding music, and it was like beautiful and sing-songy, I don't think we'll have this same conversation.
I think that's what he tried to do.
No, I think it was he tried to do both. He tried to give us that hard rap shit, and he tried to give us some beautiful R&B shit.
So you feel like if he did like the full like wedding vibes or whatever, the whole album, it'd have been straight.
That would have been straight. If he goes, because you gotta think this is Chance, bro. He does concept work. When his shit is concept based, he doesn't miss. When he says, "Hey, I'm finna drop a mixtape called 10 Day, and I'm gonna explain to you why I got suspended for 10 days from school and what the fuck is going on in my life," here you go. Beautiful. Packaged together great. Acid rap. This is me on an acid trip for the past such and such. And let me tell you what's going on so I can go to it. Boom. Here you go. The coloring book. You get what I'm saying? Here's the concept album. I just had a kid. I want to make some cute kid music, and I'm not trying to be explicit no more. Boom. Here you go. The Big Day. He was like, "Oh, I'm finna put this rapping shit and talk about my wife because I've been cheating and I gotta get this shit together." Da, 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 da. And it was a hot, jumbly mess. But if he goes, "I'm gonna make an album for young niggas' weddings," Chance wouldn't miss. Because his Christmas albums are hard. His other albums are hard. If he gives us an album of this, he's not gonna miss, bro. The We Go High shit, bro. We gonna be straight, brother. And it just don't get no like that's that nigga, bro. That's you gotta put some respect on that nigga, bro. That's the humble God. And then as soon as he fucked up, who came and stole his idea and concept and all that shit? Mr. Ye.
Lies on my breath. She said she couldn't take the smell of it.
Tired of the rumor. He created it.
He what?
If you talking about using gospel sounds and gospel inspired shit, we talking about he already did it. He can't steal something he invented.
Not an elephant trying to find her shoes, rummaging through the skeletons. She took away sex, took me out of my element.
Come on, bro. This is shit young niggas needed to hear though, bro. But you gotta dig through 22 tracks of bullshit to find a We Go High. You get what I'm saying?
Look.
This song is hard, bro.
Look, we're gonna end it out with this, bro.
And
Your top five right now.
Right now, today?
Yeah.
Like niggas I like?
Yeah, your top five.
Oh, my top five. Okay, I'm gonna say I thought you meant like top five.
Hardest rap artist.
I can only name like 3, bro. I can't give you 5.
Name them.
All right. Next time.
Oh my god. I respect that. Niggas hard.
Yeah. Next time. Earl Sweatshirt. And I got 4. 2 Chainz and Kyle.
Okay.
Those are the 4 niggas I'm listening to right now, bro.
You got one more.
Let me go to my phone. Tyler.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And Tyler actually could go before all those other names. If we're going
next time. He already ripped you. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Kanye.
He already stole my shit, bro.
Was it twice? Say twice, nigga.
He stole my shit, bro. I'm hot, bro. You just made me mad all over again, bro. I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what?
That's crazy.
My
Because I swear
fifth-
to God, I thought the same thing when I listened to it. I was like, oh shit. I was like, there ain't no way.
I done heard this before.
I heard this concept. This line.
Yeah, this
bars,
is crazy.
this-
But bro, that's like, and my pops. I wonder if my pops wonders what made me want to drop out. But you understand, those 3 moments in my life was enough for me to make me want to quit college, bro. Drop and Let You Go, and then it hit like 10,000 streams in a day or some shit like that. It just went crazy on SoundCloud. And then after that, the Don't Believe song, the first 2 songs I ever recorded in my life, hitting over, one hit 50K and the other one hitting like 10 or 20K or some shit like that in a week or some shit. I was like, oh, I'm a god.
Yeah,
And then, and Tyler Creator stealing the 3rd song I made, like that was a horrible version of it. But then I was like, man, he just made my shit sound way better, bro. That's some bullshit,
Just took my shit and ran with it.
bro. I was like, bro, I'm a god. I don't need to go back to school. These niggas already stealing my shit. And like,
Niggas is like, yeah, get the fuck on back to the class, nigga.
yeah, exactly. Hey,
Shit.
3 schools later.
Still in this bitch. But look, we're gonna call it quits, man. Any shout outs, man. I appreciate it. I think this was a good pod. I definitely feel like y'all should subscribe to the next time. We have clips. Always look inward. You feel me? We also have live performances. We have a little bit more different types of content, you know what I'm saying? But if you're on this channel, check out the podcast, check out the videos, check out everything that's on here, bruh. What else you gotta say? That it?
I love y'all. Appreciate all y'all. Hey, to them 17 people who always watch consistently, bro. We
Hell
love
yeah.
you.
Shout out
Niggas.
to y'all. Shout out to
We
everybody
appreciate you all. That's why we still here. That's why we
Yeah.
up at 7 in the morning to record a podcast.
Cause we don't get no views on the Always Look Inward YouTube. So shout out to Next Time for hosting us. You feel me? Shout out to the podcast presented by Ali Entertainment, man. Hosted by the Next Time. You feel me?
The podcast. Hey, we out this so man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Gang.
Damn, Perk. You got all the angles.